Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. Now, our Kaylee Custer is on vacation.
She is.
She's off this week. We hope she's having a great time
I think she is.
wherever she may be. But you know what she did for us?
She worked ahead.
She worked ahead. She planned our entertainment news for us. So she did all of the videos for us, so we get to comment on the videos. Why am I having so much phlegm? I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get up and walk over here for 1 second.
Are you going to?
I'm going to pretend to be Kaylee. Look, Kaylee always stands over here.
There you go. Okay.
And she's like...
Are you going to act like you're reading her story, or are we just going to comment from here?
We're just going to have to comment. I'll probably go sit down during the first one. But, guys, I'm going to do my best Kaylee impersonation. Because I love her.
Okay, go ahead.
You're right, guys. Entertainment news. Let's take a look. Is that right? Is that good?
California's Orange County declares August 24th Kobe Bryant Day. County supervisors voted for that day since it matches up with the numbers on Bryant's Lakers jerseys, 8 and 24. It's also a special date because Bryant was born on August 23rd. While announcing the board's decision, the county chairwoman described Bryant as a treasured member of the community who inspired many men and women to pursue their dreams and never give up. Bryant lived in the Orange County neighborhood of Newport Beach for much of his 20-year career with the LA Lakers. The county now hopes the community will celebrate his legacy by helping others in the community.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Oh, gosh, it is so tragic.
It's great they're honoring him.
Yes, of course, that part is. I mean, when did that happen?
I think it was January.
Was it January?
I think it was the beginning of this year. Seems
it's just
like
unbelievable,
forever.
Right?
Yeah.
And his wife is left with all that to deal with.
And losing not only your husband, but losing one of their children as well.
I know.
It's just, it's heartbreaking. I can't even imagine.
It really is. Did they ever, I guess I didn't hear exactly why it crashed. Do we know?
It was weather related, I believe. But yeah, it's very sad.
It's so sad.
Well, it's great they're honoring him.
Yeah.
I do remember when it had happened, there were all these calls to change the NBA logo to him. And, which I think is commendable, but I think the sport itself is larger than one person.
Well, I agree with that. And I think they just wanted to try to honor him in a big way. And,
absolutely. And they should.
And this is a good way that they're doing that,
Yes. All right. Thanks, Kaylee.
Can I just say one thing? Your intro. The delivery might have been okay, but the voice was way too low.
Oh, way too low? Should I go higher? What about, okay, here we go.
When I go low, you go high?
Here, let me try this.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Kelly and Jeremy. Let's take a look at our second story. Was it better?
No.
I've done my best, Will. But it's time for a change. You're going to Bel Air to live with your uncle and your auntie.
Meanwhile, over in Bel Air, there's a fresh new take on the Fresh Prince. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Will Smith is teaming up with Morgan Cooper to create a new show based on Cooper's viral YouTube trailer he created last year that reimagines the beloved 1990s comedy as a modern-day drama. Titled Bel Air, Smith is on board to produce the reboot, and Cooper will co-write and direct.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Kelly, so crazy, this is so crazy. I watched that trailer last week, and I got goosebumps.
Really?
Because set as a drama, it is so good. But the best thing about the trailer is they take the theme song in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days.
Yeah.
They took those words, basically, and made a trailer for a drama and used some of the words so you could actually follow the storyline.
The storyline with the song?
With the song of the theme song from the 90s.
That is so wild. Now, he's directing?
I think producing.
Producing, okay.
He's on board to help produce. The trailer looked amazing. I hope they can get those same actors who did the trailer to actually be in the show.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I was like, this is
It looks like
great.
The setting is really cool, too.
It is.
Now, where is this being shown?
Well, this guy just made the trailer for fun last year.
Oh, it's not even a thing?
It wasn't even a thing, but now it is because of that.
Because people liked it so much?
Yes, it's amazing.
So now they've got to create it?
Yeah. So now they're like, you know what? We're going to turn that into a drama called Bel Air.
Let's create a trailer that somebody wants to do something with.
We could take a fun... What if we turned the Brady Bunch into an hour-long drama?
Oh, it was always drama at the Brady house, wasn't it? Wasn't it always drama there?
It so was.
Marsha.
Okay, we got to get to more stories because Katie prepped.
Okay.
How's
too
the voice
low,
sound?
too high, right in the middle.
Okay. Now, Jeremy and Kelly, let's take a look at the third story. I can't do it. I can't do Kaylee's voice.
Let's take a look.
Sharon Stone is releasing her memoir, The Beauty of Living Twice, next March. The 62-year-old actress will get candid about her childhood in Pennsylvania, her rise to fame, and her humanitarian efforts. She will also share details about her 2 marriages and near-fatal stroke in 2001. And speaking of books, this one's turning into a movie. Beanie Feldstein and Jane Lynch will star in the upcoming animated adaptation to the iconic children's book Harriet the Spy for Apple TV+. Beanie will play the lead character Harriet, and Jane will voice her nanny.
I would be interested in the Sharon Stone story because she says the 2 lives is what it's called. But after her stroke, I think she really did become a completely different person.
Yeah. That would change me, I think.
Well, I mean, I'd like to know exactly what happened, what she experienced, and that sort of thing.
I have always admired her tenacity because by the time she got famous, she was considered older in Hollywood. I think when she did like Basic Instinct, she was in her 30s.
And that's older in
Hollywood. In Hollywood, that's ancient.
Same in the music business.
Well, to get started.
Right.
Like she'd done other movies, B parts, and not like the star.
Right.
But her not giving up and then becoming who she was, like, I didn't really ever watch Basic Instinct, and it was controversial at the time.
Yeah.
But to see how she's taken her career, and I admire her for that, for changing after the stroke.
Because you were like a 2nd grader and your parents wouldn't let you go. I know. I don't know if I saw that either. I'm not sure. But I just like real life stories of, fortitude and people overcoming things and doing great in life. Maybe changing their perspective in a more positive way.
And I never watched the second story she did with Jane Lynch and Harriet the Spy. I never really read those books or saw anything.
No, me either.
So let's just avoid that one.
Okay, let's just not talk about that.
Let's go into the next story. But I can't do Kaylee, but guess what I can do?
You.
I'm going to do Regis.
Okay.
What's the next entertainment news story?
There you go.
I love Regis.
I like that.
Who's taking home the most bacon in Hollywood? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson tops Forbes magazine's highest paid actors list for a 2nd year in a row. The action star raked in $87.5 million in the last year, earning a chunk of the income from his upcoming Netflix film, Red Notice, and his Under Armour line called Project Rock. Johnson's Red Notice co-star Ryan Reynolds takes 2nd place with $71.5 million. Mark Wahlberg's $58 million lands him in 3rd place. Ben Affleck and Vin Diesel round out the top 5.
I can't even fathom that much money.
No, and you think about people that you would think would make the most. Maybe it's not necessarily all that they've done. Maybe it's their negotiation skills or their manager's negotiation skills. Because if you don't ask, you don't get anything.
That's so right.
I mean, that's true.
It's so true.
Because when I look at some of these folks, and I love Ryan Reynolds, and he's done some great things, but, there's actors that have done more.
Oh, yeah. But I loved him in that movie with Sandra Bullock.
I did, too.
What was it called? The Proposal.
The one where they were going to get married.
Yeah, and she was a mean boss.
Great. Yes, that was so great.
And Betty White goes, "Well, dear, she doesn't look like Satan's helper."
I know, and it was so sad then in the end because the family was so invested in her and they wanted, but turned out good in the end. But I love that movie.
Now, do you think they feel pressure, like when you're named the highest paid actor?
Oh, heck yeah.
There's got to be pressure, to deliver, to live up to it. And then the next year, you're in competition with yourself to make that much money. I couldn't handle that pressure.
Yes, I think there is. I don't know if I have time for one quick story or not. But when I was first doing Shania Twain as an impersonator, my first big job as Shania out east paid so much more than I felt like I could deliver on, which was very, very stressful for me.
Oh, it would be.
I felt that way.
You're like, I'm not worthy.
I'm, years later, I'd be like, yeah, that's totally good. But my first performance, I felt like, oh my goodness, I don't think I am worth this.
Do you think you're worth it now?
You got it.
I'm worth 16.
I know how to do it now.
I'm worth $85 million.
I know how to do it now.
Okay, we got to go to the final story. Let's say the last one.
All right.
That's all I can do is read
It's
this.
not about entertainers, but more about entertaining. Xiaomi reveals a transparent TV as part of their 10th anniversary celebration. The Mi TV Luxe OLED Transparent Edition appears to float images in thin air. And the show-stopping doesn't stop there. When turned off, it looks like a piece of glass. It runs for a cool $7,200. Just make sure you don't run into it when you bring in back the popcorn. And if you're looking to entertain outdoors, look no further than the beloved orange and pink fruit. Mosquitoes are hotter than the temps this time of year, and researchers found that grapefruit seems to repel their bite. The Environmental Protection Agency announced new research about a compound in the fruit called nutcatone, which kills mosquitoes, ticks, bedbugs, and fleas, but is harmless for humans, mammals, birds, fish, and bees. Approved by the FDA a week ago, you can now safely spritz it on your arm without all those chemicals. But grapefruit doesn't just clear pests and parasites, it also cleans your bathtub, at least according to a new TikTok challenge that shows off its serious scrubbing powers.
I've got to try that.
We should do our own little videos and see if it works.
Well, I could do that at home.
I'm not going to clean my shower for like a week and see what happens. And then clean it with grapefruit.
Let's just use mine.
By the way, I
ready.
want that TV so bad. When that TV story she came up about the clear glass,
oh yeah, that is so beautiful, isn't it?
I can't afford $200 for it.
I can't either.
But that would be amazing.
That is so beautiful. But hey, I want to go back to the grapefruit.
Okay,
First of all, if you eat a lot of grapefruit, will the bugs not bother you? Because there are differences in people.
Yeah.
I don't get chiggers. And Dave gets them all. I mean, he can walk bare.
I have some right now.
I don't get them.
On
They
my
don't
ankle.
like me.
I would show you, but it's gross.
Yeah.
But I'm itching
and
right here.
they stay forever. Try some grapefruit.
What if I just put the juice on it? Rub
yeah,
juice?
maybe just put the essential oil on your.
Do you have grapefruit essential oil?
No, but you can buy it.
Okay then.
Yeah.
But that spray that she has, we got to try that.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna
anyway,
try that.
yes,
too.
we
Okay,
digress.
coming up, we have some birthdays to celebrate. Don't go away.
I feel like we're random today.
We are
we
so
random today?
Yeah, it's just,
I'm sorry,
it's
guys.
Just mental clarity. It's not working.
Take